Welcome, Mahoning Valley. Jimmy Naples here, back for another night of Chaney Cowboys football here live at Rayen Stadium. Tonight it's the West Branch Warriors taking on the Chaney Cowboys. And as you can see on the field, we got both teams out there getting ready to rock and roll here. I hope you were able to tune in last week. Last week we had a great game. Unfortunately, Chaney came out on the losing end of that one, 35-34 in purple overtime. Let's see if Chaney can bounce back this week and defeat West Branch. So we're getting ready here for kickoff. I want to thank everybody in the Valley for joining us again today. This is brought to you by Chaufin Broadcasting and Chaufin Virtual Production. We have Mr. Thomas Gregory directing, myself commentating, and we have a wonderful group of students working our cameras out on the field.
Thank you, and good luck to both teams tonight.
So, what were we looking at today? West Branch comes in, heavy passing, heavy attack. Their main offensive weapon is number 84, Gavin Gregory, wide receiver, defensive lineman, 6'7", 240 senior, who is committed to Division I Toledo. So we're going to be looking for him to make some plays on the field tonight. So we'll see what he can do out there. And then, of course, Asante Michael, quarterback for the Chaney Cowboys. He's got to have a big game today. He's got to hit his targets. He's got the two Hill brothers, both 6'5", both out there that big targets he can hit, and let's see if he can connect with them today. And then, of course, Dwayne Thompson Jr., running back. He's going to get out there. He's going to make some plays tonight, hopefully, for the Chaney Cowboys. And then, of course, we have the White brothers, Tazell and Todd, both wide receivers. They made some plays last week. So let's see if these guys can step up, supporting cast, and bring Chaney to a victory here this week. So we're getting ready here for kickoff. Gomez to kick it. West Branch will receive. And we're underway here from Rayen Stadium. He lets it bounce, and he's going to let it go into the end zone for a touchback. West Branch is going to start at their own 20-yard line. Beautiful night here on Friday, September 12th for a football game here at Rayen Stadium on the north side of Youngstown, Ohio. Wonderful weather. And here we go. West Branch has the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Hurst drops back, throws it over the middle. It's complete. Number 1, Jeremiah Thomas on the reception for West Branch. We do have some laundry on the field. Let's see what the call is here from the officials. Initial pickup is 5 yards. The refs discuss the penalty. Let's see what we have here. So we're going to have a hold on West Branch. Yeah, it looked like a hold.
We have holding against West Branch.
So the ref's going to march it back here to the 11-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 19 from the 11. Hurst back to pass. He's going to roll, throws it out, hits number 84. We talked about him in the pregame. 84, Gavin Gregory on the reception. Big target there. 6'7", 240 pounds. And they're going to hurry it up. They get the first down on that, just to the 30-yard line, so pick up a 19 on that play. Hurst with 3 wide. Gavin's in motion. He's going to hand it off up the middle. Hand off to Clayton Day. Day's going to run for about 3. So it'll be 2nd and 7 from the 33-yard line. we could potentially see a pretty high-scoring game here. Both of these teams like to run that hurry-up mush huddle offense. Hurst is going to throw deep, and he just overthrows number 2, Jake Weingart. Weingart there covered by Asante Michael on that play. Good coverage by Michael on that play. Now West Branch is set, ready to go again. 2 wide to each side in the pistol. Hurst making adjustments to the line. Running back goes sidecar left. Receiver in motion. That's Thomas in motion. They're going to throw it out to Thomas in the flat. He's going to make the catch, turn it upfield, and he's going to pick up about 14 yards on that play. So that's going to give West Branch a first down at their own 46. And West Branch is moving quickly back to the line. Hurst in the pistol. Thomas behind him. Thomas motion sidecar right. He's going to fake the handoff. Hurst is going to take it, and he's going to get stopped right there. Nice stop. Nice play by Brandon Tutwiler on that to make that stop in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of 4 yards on the play. Hurst takes it, fakes the handoff, quick pass out. Quick pass out to Jeremiah Thomas. He's going to get back. Looks about to the original line of scrimmage, so that's going to bring up, we'll give him an extra yard, so it's going to give him 3rd and 9 here from the 47. Quarterback Grady Hurst waiting for the call here. He's got a sidecar right, 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. 1 in motion. They run a cross over the middle. Hurst is going to run. He pulls it down. He splits 2 defenders, and he fumbles the ball. Nope, they're going to call him down. They're going to say he was down. So here on the replay, you can see he tries to split the 2 defenders, and he is down before the ball comes out. Not sure about that spot, though. It looked like he was down at the 45, and they gave him the 44. So this has been an issue this year with officials for some reason, is spotting the football. I had the far side official had it spotted at the 45, and the near side had it at the 44. On the pitch there, Jeremiah Thomas runs to the left side. He's going to pick up about 6. We'll call it 2nd and 4, 2nd and 4 from the 40-yard line. 2nd and 6, sorry. Hurst in the gun, sidecar right. Gregory in motion. They hand it off up the middle. Clayton Day with the run. He's going to get down to about the 35-yard line. This is going to leave West Branch with a third and 1. Hurst in the gun. And we're going to get adjustment with the officials with the clock. And they're getting a play call here in from the side. Let's see what Hurst does. Hurst in the gun, takes a snap, fakes the handoff, throws it out into the flat. Thomas takes it, and he makes the move, and he's going to gain about 9 yards on the play. It's going to give West Branch another first down at the Chaney, looks like 27-yard line. And West Branch back out to it. We've got Jeremiah Thomas coming out. Number 4, Lucas Black checking in. Looked like Thomas may have landed on the ball. Just holding the side there. Hopefully he's all right. Chaney defense needs to step up here and make a play. West Branch has controlled the clock here. They've had the ball almost 5 minutes of this first quarter. And Hurst is going to keep it on a quarterback draw, and he's run up the middle, and he's breaking free. And Hurst is going to score on a 27-yard touchdown run on a quarterback draw right up the middle. West Branch takes the lead 6-0 pending the extra point. All right, let's look at here. So Hurst is going to take it. He's just going to keep it right up the middle. And you see the West Branch line just pushed the defenders right off the ball. One guy barely touched him even there, and he didn't get touched again until he was into the end zone. And here's the extra point. Kick is up and good. Gavin Clemens, the kicker, hits the extra point. With 7:27 left to go here in the first quarter, it's West Branch 7, Chaney nothing. So on this first possession for Chaney here, they're definitely going to want to go down and they're going to want to answer. Question is, how do they come out and do that? Do they come out run heavy first? Do they come out and throw the ball? That will be seen here once Chaney takes this kickoff. We'll see what they have in mind for this West Branch defense.
Chick-fil-A board for our wonderful Chick-fil-A sandwiches that we have at the concession stand. And that's a wrap concession stand.
All right, so West Branch special teams are lining up. Chaney's ready. They've got Asante Michael and Tizell White back to receive. Asante's the near side returner, and Tizell is the far side returner. All right. Gavin Clemens is ready to kick it off. And he kicks it, and it's going to go over the head of Michael, and it's going to roll out of bounds at the 3-yard line, and that's going to be a penalty. Smart play by the return team there for Chaney. Get good field position coming off of the kickoff, going out of bounds. And the ball's going to be placed at the 35-yard line. That's where Chaney will start. So difference of 15 yards in opening field positions for each team. West Branch started at their own 20. Chaney's coming out here because they let it go out of bounds. They're going to start at their own 35. Smart play by the returners there. Asante Michael back at quarterback. He's got trips. Sends guy in motion. White takes the handoff on the end around. And we're going to get a penalty flag here. Let's see what they're going to call. 3-yard gain on that carry. Yep, it's going to be a hold on Chaney. That's going to come back. All right, so the ball's going to be placed back at the 27-yard line. Michael's got Lenore in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to Lenore. Lenore goes up the middle. He's going to get about 3 yards on the carry, take him out to about the 30-yard line. So that's going to make it second and 17. Take that back, second and 14. They give him to the 31. Michael in the backfield, takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Lenore. Lenore's going to come out to the right side. He's going to split 2 defenders, and he's going to get tackled right around the 36-yard line by Drake Streffler. Streffler on the tackle there. It's a nice tackle. See here on the replay, splits the 2 defenders. And then Streffler was able to make the tackle there and keep it for a short gain. So it's 3rd down and 9 from the 36. Chaney's come out run heavy here in the first. Michael back to throw. He's got a receiver open, and he makes that connection. Number 3, Alex Hill on the completion. Let's look at the play here. Drops back, he looks downfield, doesn't have it open, throws it out to Alex on the flat, and he completes that pass at the 44-yard line, 45-yard line. So that's a first down. Chaney does a good job of converting. Michael goes. Looked like maybe he wanted to keep that handoff, but he does hand it off to Dwayne Thompson up the middle for a gain of a yard. So it's going to be 2nd and 9. Three wide receivers to the left, single wide receiver down here at the bottom of your screen. Thompson goes in motion. Michael takes a snap. He's going to run up the middle. His helmet gets knocked off, and we're going to see a flag there. See what the officials call. Back judge threw that flag in. Right now they have it marked down at the 49, so it would be 3rd and 6 pending this penalty call. They're going to call face mask on West Branch. So let's look at it here. You see Michael takes it up the middle. And yep, there it was right there. Just barely, but he got just enough of the face mask to pull the helmet off. So it was a penalty on the play, so it's a good call by the officials. And Chaney's going to start now 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line of West Branch. Michael in the pistol. He's going to move Thompson sidecar left. Thompson in motion. He's going to go deep. He's got a wide receiver open just out of the outreach of Allen Hill Jr. He had him too. Let's check this out on the replay. So they covered the bubble screen well, and he goes deep with it, and he's got one-on-one coverage, which is what he wants. And he just out of reach, just about a yard too long. Actually had 2 wide receivers open on that play. He had Hill open there, and he also had his slot receiver was wide open too. So he fakes. Gives the handoff up the middle. Looked like he faked it there for a minute. Dwayne Thompson on the run up the middle, and he's going to lose 2 yards. So it's going to become 3rd and 12 now from the 39-yard line of West Branch. We'll see what Chaney can do here to convert this. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. He's going long again, just over the outstretched arms of Allen Hill Jr. Had him open. Just needed to get the ball down a little bit more so he could make that catch. So it's 4th down now, 4th and 12. Let's see what Chaney's going to do here. They've got some guys coming in and out. They're subbing some guys in and out. Are they going to go for this? Are they going to punt? Let's see. They're waiting the call there from the sideline. Looks like we're ready to go. Looks like they're going to punt here. We'll see. And he does. Oh, and he kicks it off the side of his foot. And that's going to roll dead at the 25-yard line. 14-yard punt on the play. Got that one off the side of his foot. So West Branch is going to take over after the Chaney drive stalls out. They had some opportunities on that first drive to make some plays, just, overthrew that deep pass into the end zone, and then that 3rd down pass was just a bit high out of the reach of Allen Hill Jr. All right, and the refs are starting, and we're ready for play here. Grady Hurst back at quarterback, sidecar left. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to throw the screen out to the flat to Jeremiah Thomas, and he's going to get tackled out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. pick up a 4 on the play.
Tizelle White,
Tizelle White and Allen
Allen Hill Jr. on the stop.
Hill Jr. on the stop for Chaney. All right, Hurst in the gun. Sidecar left, wide receiver in motion. That's Thomas in motion. He's going to throw it right out to Thomas in the flat off that motion. Same play they ran last time. They got a decent gain out of. And they run it again, and they're going to get a first down. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 35. So that's enough for a West Branch first down. That's a combination we'll probably see a lot tonight, Hurst to Thomas. And we've seen Gavin Gregory. We talked about him earlier before the start of the game. The Division I commit to Toledo. We have seen him catch one pass so far. Here goes Thomas on the handoff. He's going to break a tackle, and he's going to get knocked down on the play there by Asante Michael. Stops him from gaining any more yards, but that's going to be a first down at the 47-yard line. And West Branch is back in the ball, moving. Fast-paced offense here. Let's see what Chaney's defense can do. Hurst with the pass. Back out to Thomas again, and he's going to get dragged down and knocked out of bounds there by Todd White and Jakir Davis. Nice play there by Davis to hold him to a short gain. West Branch now has it in Chaney territory at the 49-yard line. Let's see if Chaney can make a stop here. Get these guys off the field. Big 84 goes in motion. They're going to hand it off up the middle. And breaking a couple tackles is Clayton Day. They brought big number 84 down, Gavin Gregory, to seal off the end of the block, and that left a huge hole up the middle for Clayton Day to go up the middle and get a first down on that carry. 10 yards on that carry down to the 39-yard line of Chaney. West Branch is on the move again. Chaney's got to come up with a stop here. He's going to hand it off to big number 44 off the right-hand side. And he's going to get tackled there by Dwayne Thompson Jr., but not until he gets to the 33-yard line. Gavin Marshall. Gavin Marshall with the run there for 6 yards on first down. So we got 2nd and 4 here. West Branch will shuffle in some of their wide receivers and running backs in and out. So you'll see a lot of guys getting touches here for them. Grady Hurst hands it up the middle. Jeremiah Thomas, 5'9", 160 senior. He goes up the middle. He gets the first down for the West Branch Warriors. West Branch is moving again.
Yeah, I know. They run them trips, they throwing them off.
1st and 10 from the 28. Hurst is going to take it, and he's going to get nailed in the backfield. He's going to lose a yard, and we have some laundry on the field. Let's see what the penalty is. We're going to get a holding on West Branch. Here's a replay, so he goes to the right, and you can see there's that hold right there, number 50 for West Branch with the hold. Jackson Shin with the hold on that play. That's going to take it back 10 yards. So now it's going to be 1st and 20 for West Branch from the 39-yard line of Chaney. Now this is the break Chaney needed. Let's see if Chaney can stop them here and hold them, get this ball back. Chaney does look a little bit tired from that 3 overtime game last week. And we're going to get a timeout here by West Branch. So they're going to use their first timeout here with 1:10 left to go in the first quarter, and a fast-moving first quarter. West Branch 7 and Chaney 0. So I don't know if there was something maybe he just didn't like about the play they had called, or maybe what Chaney was defense they were coming out in, but something that West Branch head coach didn't like. Tim Cooper, he didn't like something there, so we got the timeout. So let's see if Chaney can get over to the sideline, regroup. It's 1st and 20, so this is an opportunity for them to make a couple stops and hopefully get this ball back and go down and tie this game up. Those of you familiar with Valley football, you may know that West Branch has had some pretty good teams over the last few years. Maybe not as strong a team as they had in previous years, but still very, very good, well-coached football team here. All right, we're back to action. Hurst is going to throw, and he's got a man wide open, and that's Jeremiah Thomas. He breaks the tackle, and he's going to get tackled out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Jeremiah Thomas with another big play for West Branch. Let's look at this on the replay. So he throws it over the middle. There's not a guy within 10 yards of this wide receiver. I don't know what the defenders were doing there. He breaks the tackle of Thompson, and then he takes it out and goes out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Up the middle is Clayton Day. He's going to get a couple. So it's going to be 2nd and goal at about the 6-yard line. Moving to the end of the first quarter here. All right, let's see what Chaney can do. Got to keep him out of the end zone. You don't want to go down by 2 scores in the end of the first quarter. Thomas going to take it off to the left. The initial hit there was Sidney Davis, and Sidney Davis lost him, and then he got cleaned up at the end there at the 2-yard line. So it's going to take us to the end of the first quarter here. Score is West Branch 7, Chaney 0, with West Branch knocking at the door. It's going to be 3rd and goal at the 2-yard line here when we come back to start this second quarter. Like I said earlier, Chaney looks a little bit tired from that 3 overtime game last week. Not seeing much energy on the sideline. These guys got to get some energy going and see if they can get that second shot of adrenaline and get a stop here, because they need a stop. They had plenty of Chaney had plenty of chances on that on their first drive to get down there and get in the end zone. Just like I said, had a couple passes that were either overthrown or just a little bit too high, and the receivers couldn't make the play on them. But they did have wide receivers open. They just didn't make the connection. So we'll see if that changes here in the second quarter. Now we're moving to the other end here, over by the beautiful St. Edward's Church. And let's see if Chaney can make a stop here. So for those of you just joining in, we are getting ready to start the second quarter here at the Chaney Cowboys versus the West Branch Warriors here at Rayen Stadium on the beautiful north side of Youngstown, Ohio. Thanks for tuning in and joining us. I'm glad we can bring you a broadcast of this beautiful game on Friday night under the lights. All right, here we go. We're going to start the second quarter. And takes the snap. And he's going to get stopped short at the 1. Nice play there by Alex Hill on Jeremiah Thomas. Thomas took the snap out of like the Wildcat formation. and he was knocked down at the 1 yard line, so it's 4th and goal at the 1 here in the beginning of the second quarter. So they're looking for the play call from the sideline. Hurst back in under the quarterback. He's going to drop back into the pistol. He's going to have a sidecar left. 2 wide receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 to the top. He's going to take it right up the middle, and he's in for the touchdown on 4th and 1. Grady Hurst knocks it in from 1 yard out, and your score is now 13-0. West Branch over Chaney. Extra point pending. All right. Let's see what they do here. Extra point. Gavin Clemens. And let's see. Snap is down, kick is up, and kick is good. So with 11:16 here to go in the second quarter, it's West Branch 14, Chaney nothing. Coach needs to regroup. He needs to regroup his guys on the sideline over there. He needs to pull everybody together and get these guys pumped up. I mean, you're not seeing really too much energy from this Chaney team. You'd think you'd see a little bit more energy, a little bit more hype and rowdiness, but we're just not seeing it. All right, West Branch is coming out to kick this off. '41 Gavin Clemens to kick it off. 5'10", 200-pound senior. Sante Michael. And Giselle White back to receive. And they kick it onside and get an onside kick recovery. Wow, Chaney was not expecting that one. Unbelievable play there. Chaney was not expecting that. They were thinking they were going to kick it deep, and they just squib kicked it, and it's recovered by West Branch, and they're going to take over here at the 46-yard line. West Branch has Chaney on its heels right now. He drops back to pass, and he's going to take it on a quarterback draw, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds by Alex Hill right around the 34-yard line. It's another West Branch first down.
Grady Hurst takes it for West Branch first down.
West Branch has Chaney right now on its heels. Hurst takes it, drops back. He's going to roll to the right. He's going to throw downfield. He's going to hit his big tight end. Gavin Gregory on the catch. About a 23-yard pickup on that play. Yeah, give him 23 yards down to the 10-yard line. I think it was Chaney's. Yeah, you can see Coach over there getting into his guys, telling them, hey, guys, what are we doing here, you know? We need some energy out of you guys. You guys need to be making plays and staying with your man. And we've seen that quite a few times on these deep pass plays where West Branch, the quarterback will drop back, Hurst will drop back, and you know, he'll let his guys get downfield. Then the next thing you know, he's taking off and he's picking up 10 or 15 yards because the middle of the field is wide open, and that's where he's going. So the West Branch game plan is definitely working tonight against Chaney. Let's see if Chaney can make some adjustments here. They're going to need to make adjustments on the fly, because if they don't make adjustments on the fly, this game's going to get away from them real quick. And we're going to get a false start there on the right side of the West Branch line. They were going for 6 there. They were running a play action. They were looking end zone on that play. Let's see what they come back with. All right. It's after the 5-yard walk-off. First and goal from the 15. They're going to run it up the middle. It's wide open. He's going to gain about 10 yards. That was Clayton Day up the middle, off the handoff. He's going to gain 10 yards down to the 5-yard line. And West Branch is rolling again, right back to the line. Sidecar left. Big man in motion. They run the same play right up the middle. And this time Chaney's on top of it, and they stop him. No gain on the play. And they did that last time they had the ball. They ran a play that was successful like that up the middle, and they came back and ran it, the exact same play right again. If you all out there have seen Youngstown Superintendent Jeremy Batchelor's podcast, Belly Left, he says, run it until they can stop it. And that's what they've been doing. So Chaney's got to stop there. So let's see if they can get another one. They're going to hand it. No, they faked the handoff. It even had me confused. They faked the handoff, and Hurst goes right up the middle for a touchdown. I was following the guy I thought he handed to. Let's look at the replay here. I thought he handed it to one. Good play fake on that, and he just took it right up the middle. Nobody even knew he had the ball until he was in the end zone. So it's now West Branch 20, Chaney 0. All right, so here we go with the extra point. And they're going to go for 2. And he's going to make the throw. And he drops it in the end zone. Big number 86, Landon Coffey, 6'5", 200-pound tight end. Had it, dropped it. Nice pass there by Drake Streffler, but he just couldn't hold on to it in the end zone. So the score remains West Branch 20, Chaney nothing, with 10:01 to go here in the second quarter. All right, let's see what I think Chaney's going to be pretty self-aware on this kickoff to make sure that they don't get hit with another one of those sneak onside kicks. And he's going to squib it again. And it's going to roll out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. So Chaney's going to take over at the 35. So Chaney will have it 1st and 10 at their own 35 after that kickoff goes out of bounds. Coach Antrim's got to get this team rolling. All right, and here they go. We've got 2 wide receivers, bottom of the screen, one at the top. Sidecar, he's going to hand it off up the middle. And he's going to get maybe a yard. They'll give him a yard to the 36. Thompson with a yard gain on the carry. And here we go again, 2nd and 9. Same set as last play. Thompson to the right of And Thompson's going to take the handoff. He's going to come back left. He's got a couple blocks. And he's going to get pushed out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. So that's going to be enough for a Chaney first down. So nice play here. Dwayne Thompson comes out. He gets a couple nice blocks from his receivers. And he gets pushed out of bounds right there at the 47. First and 10 from the 47. Chaney, 2 wide receivers, top, 1 at the bottom. They're going to throw. Throws the quick hitch out. And he's going to catch that at about, they're going to mark him down at the 49-yard line. Allen Hill on the catch. So we got 2nd and 6 from the West Branch 49. Chaney needs to get something rolling here. They need to get on the board. Another quick hitch, and he's going to catch it and go down at the 44-yard line. It was 3rd and 1. So it's about 3rd and a half a yard. He's going to hand it up the middle. And he's going to get stuffed at the line. Are they going to get enough for a first down? Nope, looks like they're going to mark him short. Looks like he lost about a half a yard on that play. So 4th and 1 here from the 38. They got to get to the 37-yard line. Let's see what Chaney does here on 4th and 1. Got 2 wide receivers at the top. Alex Hill Jr. at the bottom. Low snap, picks it up off the turf. He's going to run up the middle. He's going to break a couple tackles. Here goes Michael down the sidelines. And he's going to get pushed out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. Big play by Asante Michael there on that. Let's watch it on the replay. So he breaks tackle, breaks another tackle, and he's off. And he's going to get pushed out of bounds by, looks like number 10 there. Yep, number 10 runs him out of bounds. Drake Streffler runs him out of bounds. He's going to make a pass. And who do we got there? Allen Hill Jr. on the catch. It's number three on this drive. He's got three passes on this drive. Michael with the snap. He's going to hand it off to Thompson up the middle. Thompson's going to get about 4 yards down to about the, they're going to give him to the 12-yard line. So about 4 yards on that carry. Chaney's going to keep it moving here. It's 3rd and 2. Need to get to the 10. He's going to pass. He throws into the end zone, and he had him wide open and just overthrew him. Had the touchdown there and just overthrew it. And that's been a consistent theme here. They just a hair off. The timing's just a hair off. But he had him on the play. He had him open for the touchdown. Let's see what they do here. 4th down and 2 to go from the 12. They need to get to about the 10-yard line. And here we go. Michael takes it, hands it off to Thompson up the middle. He's going to break a couple tackles. He's going to spin, and he's going to get down to the 9-yard line, and he's going to pick up the first down. Big 3-yard carry for Dwayne Thompson Jr. there on that play. Bounced off a couple would-be tacklers and was able to get enough yardage to get that first down. Nice run there by Thompson. Chaney back at the line, back at it. Thompson sidecar right. He's going to move over to the left now. Alex Hill Jr. at the bottom of the screen. He's going to throw to the top of the screen. And is he going to get in? Yes. Touchdown. Beautiful pass from Asante Michael to Todd White. White takes it in from 3 yards out. It's another touchdown pass. Let's look at the replay. Throws it out to the flat, catches it about the 12-yard line, makes one guy miss, and then drags number 4 for West Branch. That was Lucas Black. He drags Lucas Black into the end zone for a Chaney Cowboys touchdown. All right, here we go with the extra point from Gomez. And it gets blocked. So the score with 6:16 here to go in the second quarter is West Branch 20, Chaney 6. Chaney's finally on the board here. They had a chance in their first drive that they had, but it just stalled out. But they're able to come back here on their third drive of the game and get a touchdown. That was a 3-yard pass from Asante Michael to Todd White to get Chaney on the board. So we talked about that with West Branch going down and going up 3 scores. You know, we said, hey, Chaney needs to come back. They need to put some plays together, get a little confidence, go down the field and put 6 on the board, and they were able to do that. So let's see if that maybe puts some life into their defense. The defense can hold here, get a stop. Chaney can get the ball back and maybe score before half and cut this to a 1-score game at halftime. That would be, that would be ideal for Chaney. That's what they would be looking for here. All right. Beautiful crowd here tonight. We've got West Branch and Chaney fans here, and nice turnout tonight. And here we go. Here's the kickoff. It's going to take a short bounce. Gets picked up by Drake Streffler, and he's going to get tackled at about the 20. See the mark him at the 24-yard line.
Number 40, Keith Franklin on the stop.
Nice play there by Franklin on the stop there. All right. Been a fast-moving first half here. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to his fullback. That's number 44, Gavin Marshall on the carry. He's going to go out to about the 31-yard line. 7-yard pickup on the play. Under 6 minutes here to go in the second quarter. Drops back to pass. He's going to throw deep over the middle. And complete on the pass. Looks like their feet got tangled up there. It's a good no call. Pass was intended for number 84, Gavin Gregory. The 6'7", 240-pound senior commit to Division I Toledo. All right, so it's 3rd and 3 here from the 31. Let's see what West Branch does here. Clayton Day in the backfield. Hurst calls for it. He gets it, throws it. Pass over the middle to number 84, Gavin Gregory. And that's going to be enough for a West Branch first down out to the 41-yard line. 10 yards on that play. We talked about Gregory earlier. He's that Division I commit to Toledo. All right, so Hurst back again in the gun, calls for the snap. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to take it to the right, and he's going to get tackled there by Jeremiah Payne. And Deshaun Matlock. Nice play by Chaney there to hold him only to a gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Drops back to pass. Pumps. He's going to run. He keeps it. He runs up the middle, and he gets tripped up there. Nice play by Jeremiah Payne again. Was able to trip up quarterback Grady Hurst, keep him to a short 3-yard gain.
Jeremiah Payne trips up the quarterback for a short gain, West Branch.
Here we go, 3rd down and 5 from the 46. Can Chaney get a stop here? It's imperative that they get a stop here. They want to get this ball back. 3 wide receivers at the top, 2 to the bottom. And he's going to take it on a quarterback draw. And the defense comes up big here. Number 52, Jaden Rushton on the tackle there. Nice play by Jaden. So it's 4th down and 3. We talked about that here. You know, they need to make the stops. West Branch is going to go for it here on 4th. Let's see what they do. All right, so they got 3 trips wide receivers down at the bottom of the screen. Gavin Gregory's down at the bottom there. See what they run here. .254 and counting. And we're going to get an offside there. Chaney had him right where they wanted on 4th and 2. But that 5-yard penalty is going to turn into a West Branch 1st down. Got to have discipline on those 4th down plays. You can't be jumping off sides like that. That was a chance for them to get the ball back, and now West Branch is going to hold on to it, and they're going to keep driving here. Hurst takes the snap, back to pass. He's going to throw deep. And they're not going to call anything on that play. Good no call there. There was a little bump to the wide receiver down there, but I don't think that ball was even catchable even if he doesn't bump him. Pass was intended for Jeremiah Thomas, and you had Dwayne Thompson on coverage back there. All right, now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Hurst has his fullback, Gavin Marshall, in the backfield with him. Sidecar left. Hurst takes a snap. He's going to drop back. Completes the pass out here to number 8, Jeremy Ramsey. He's going to have about 7 or 8 yards on that play. We'll give him 7 to the 38. Clock's rolling, under 2 minutes. Here we go. Hurst in the shotgun. Sidecar right. Big tight end goes in motion. Fakes the handoff, and he takes it up the middle. And that's going to be enough for a West Branch 1st down to the 33-yard line. Jaden Mack and Marcus Cobb in there on the tackle. Chaney's defense looked confused at that snap, but they've got some pressure on them. And we got a couple linemen going at it there. And quarterback's going to run out of bounds. See where they mark him. You're going to give him a yard, looks like. Yep, they're going to give him a yard. He's going to be out at the 32. So it's going to be 2nd and 9 here with clock stopped at 1:11. Hurst in the gun with Gavin Marshall's fullback. Marshall goes out, gives him a block. He rolls out, he throws out in the flat. It's going to be number 3, Grady Close with the catch. And he's going to get dragged out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Gang tackle there for Chaney. See, we had 15. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And the big tight end can hold on to it. Got his hands on it here in the corner, just couldn't hold on to it. That previous play, Sidney Davis was in on that tackle. On this one, we had Sante, looks like. Nope, we had Tizell White and Thompson on coverage over there on the big tight end for West Branch, Gavin Gregory, the D1 commit to Toledo. All right, so we're going to get a timeout here. With 39.9 seconds left, Chaney's going to take a timeout. Our score right now, 20-6. Chaney's got to come up with a stop here before half and not let them get any more points. Let's see what Coach Antrim and his staff can come up with here to get a stop. I give it to West Branch. They had a game plan when they came out here, and they've executed it very well. They've had some plays that they've missed. Chaney, same thing. They've had some plays that they've missed. But overall, where we stand right now, West Branch is outplaying Chaney. They don't call football a game of inches for nothing. All right, let's see what Chaney can do coming out of this timeout. It's second down and 10 at the 20. 39.9 seconds left to go. West Branch is going to shift their line to the right, and he drops back to pass. They've got pressure on him, and they knock him out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. He's going to get knocked out at the 18. Nice play there. We're able to get pressure on the quarterback, force him out of the pocket. It's now third down and 8 from the 18. 34 seconds left here in the first half. So far, it's been all West Branch, 20-6. But Chaney can get a stop here. They'll keep themselves in the game. And hopefully they can make some plays here in the second half. And we're going to get another timeout. Another timeout for Chaney. So Chaney's going to use their last timeout. West Branch has 2 left. 34 seconds to go here in the second quarter. It's been a fast-moving first half.
Fans, don't forget to stop by our amazing concession stands. We got some hot Chick-fil-A sandwiches ready for you.
So today's broadcast is brought to you by Chaufin Broadcasting and Chaufin Virtual Media Production. Myself, James Naples, and Mr. Tom Gregory, who is working our controls today. We have a group of great students. Desire, Mason, Drake Britton, Aiden Brooks, and Brashawn Anderson. A bunch of great students over at Chaufin Career and Technical Center. If you haven't checked out what Chaufin Career and Technical Center has to offer, you guys need to check them out. A lot of great programs in there, and we're adding stuff all the time. Dr. Mike Seville, great leader over there at Chaufin, and we couldn't do the great things we do without him, so shout out to Dr. Seville. All right, pass is incomplete as we get back to action. Tried to hit that big tight end over the middle. Pass was just a little bit low. So now it's 4th and 8. Let's see what they do. They're going to come out and they're going to try a field goal here. So it's going to be a 35-yard field goal try by Gavin Clemens. Let's see what he can do. He's on the right hash, near side hash. And here we go. Snap is down, kick is up, and it's going to be short. The kick is short. So Chaney, they're able to hold them to 4th down, to a field goal attempt, and the kick is short. So Chaney takes over at the 18-yard line here with 25.2 seconds left to go. Now, they don't have any timeouts, but they do have some big play wide receivers, and it only takes one missed tackle to take it to the house. So let's see what Chaney comes out here and does. They may just kneel it. They may take a couple shots at it. Who knows? Let's see what they have in store. Yeah, they're just going to take a knee here, and they're going to take this into half. Smart with the field position they have. You know, if the field position was different and they were, say, out at the 30 or 40-yard line, then maybe they take a chance. But with no timeouts and being backed up in your own end, you know, that's the best thing they can do. So here we are at halftime. West Branch 20, Chaney 6. It's been a wild first half, quick first half. So let's see what we have in store for the second half. So we're going to take this break here, and you guys can enjoy the Chaney cheerleaders and also the West Branch band. And we will be back after halftime.
Chaney get the ball, right?
Welcome back, everybody. Here we go. We got a minute 39 here for the half ends, and we'll get kicking off with the third quarter. Scores West Branch 20, Chaney 6. Chaney's still in this game. They got to come out and get a stop on defense, and their offense needs to put some points on the board. They're right in this game. So it's a beautiful night here, north side of Youngstown, Ohio, Ray Stadium. If you haven't been up here for a game, you need to come on out. Tomorrow, we thought we were going to be here for a live stream tomorrow, but WKBN is going to be broadcasting Game of the Week here tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon from Ray Stadium. We're going to have East and Warren JFK. That's going to be a good one, so make sure you tune in to Channel 27 for the Game of the Week tomorrow. Shout out to those guys at 27. I used to work over there. Great bunch of people that work there. So we're looking forward to that game tomorrow. And thanks to 27 for broadcasting that game. All right. Players are out on the field. You see them warming up. Refs are calling for it. All right. Wonderful crowd out here tonight. You know, like we talked earlier, let everybody know, Chaufin Broadcasting is bringing you this game streaming live on our YouTube channel. We got a great bunch of students out here working this game, working the cameras, working controls. So we're doing great. We've got Drake over here is working our controls for us, doing the switching. We've got Breshawn and Desire working cameras down there for us. And, of course, myself, James Naples, doing commentary and play-by-play. And Mr. Gregory is going to be on some camera here, I think, in a little bit. He's going to be doing our handheld sideline camera. So he's going to get you some great footage from out on the field. So big shout-out and thank you to all our Chaufin students that take time out of their day to come here and gain some live experience shooting a live broadcast. It's just wonderful and great to have them out here. And it's just a wonderful thing that we do at Chaufin to get our kids experience out in the field, actually working a real-world job. So shout out to all the students working tonight. We thank you for all your hard work, and we're going to have another great second half here. So there's Breshawn down there. So wave hi, there's Breshawn. All right. And then let's take a look out here.
Desire, look up the booth, please.
All right. And there's Desire. Another one of our great Chaufin students working camera down there. Big shout out to Desire. And there's Drake working our switcher. So big shout out to the Chaufin crew. We got some great kids here. Hey, how's everybody doing out there? We've got some great kids here, and they really work hard throughout the week. And one of the rewards that they get is they get to come out here and work these games and get some great experience out in the field. So shout out to those guys. Shout out to Chaufin Career and Technical Center. Big things going on there. If you haven't heard, they just added additive manufacturing. And, of course, we have all your normal trades, auto mechanics, construction, those type of things, public safety, music production, business entrepreneurship. So just a bunch of great courses there over at Chaufin. So, make sure you get your kids in there and check those programs out. Some of these programs have college credits that they can earn as well, too. All right, here we go with the second half kickoff, and it's taken by the up back, Hill. Hill's going to take it, and he's going to make a man miss. He's going to make another man miss, and he's going to get tackled down at about the 46-yard line. Nice play there by Allen Hill Jr. to take that kick and bring it back up to the 40. They're going to mark him at the 47-yard line. Nice play there. He made a couple guys miss. Almost had a chance to break that and take that back to the house. But nice play there by Allen Hill Jr. All right, let's see what Chaney can do. They can go down and punch this in. They're right back in this game. It's a one-score game if they can get a score here. So let's see what they do. 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Michael takes a snap, fakes a handoff. He's going to run right. He's going to get a block. And he's going to make a couple guys miss, and he's going to get tackled right at about midfield. Yep, they're going to mark him down at midfield, so that's a 3-yard gain on the play. He got his helmet knocked off. Get that put back on. Get back out there. Nice gang tackling there by the West Branch defense on that play to hold them to a gain of 3. All right. Michael's in the pistol. Sidecar left. Looks to be Sidney Davis. And Sidney Davis on the run there. Nice gain on 2nd down by Davis. He's going to be out at the West Branch 46, and we have a injured player down on the field, it looks like. And we do. Can't see from here who that is. There's a shot of our wonderful crowd here tonight. We'll get you a player name here once we see who they have down on the field. Trainers are over there attending to them. So it's going to be 2nd down and about 3, I think. Yep, it'll be 2nd and 3 from the 46-yard line when we resume play. It's number 3, Grady Close, that was injured on the play. He's up and he's jogging off the field, so hopefully he's all right. Just got the wind knocked out of him. You never want to see any injuries in high school football like that. You want to see these kids out there competing, having fun, and everybody getting off the field and playing the game with no injuries. But injuries do happen. They are part of the game, so hopefully he's all right. Looks like he's okay on the sideline. All right, here goes Chaney back on offense. In the pistol, gives the handoff, and they're going to get gang tackled. West Branch gang tackles him on the play. Number 19, Dwayne Wright, on that carry. He gets gang tackled and pushed back. Where are they going to mark him? They're going to mark him with looks like a 2-yard loss on the play. So that's going to take it back to the 48-yard line. 2-yard loss on the play. So it's going to be 4th down and about 5 here to go from the 48-yard line. Let's see what Chaney can do. We need to get a 1st down here. They got to keep this drive moving. They got to be able to take and get back into this game. Let's see. We're going to get a timeout here. Timeout Chaney. It's going to be their first of the second half. Chaney. So Chaney with their first timeout here in the second half with 10:06 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 4th and 5 from the West Branch 48. I think Chaney wants to make sure that they've got the right play in here, the right call, because they need this 1st down here. They got to keep this drive moving so they can get down in the end zone and hopefully tie this game up. Beautiful night here, north side of Youngstown, Ohio, Rain Stadium. Like I said before, if you guys haven't been to this stadium, please come out and check out the stadium. It's a beautiful facility, beautiful turf, nice atmosphere, good food. They got Chick-fil-A sandwiches tonight. That's a wrap. Pepperoni rolls, so good food and stuff. So come on and check it out. All right, here we go. 4th and 5 from the 48. Let's see what Chaney's got in him here. So Looks like they're gonna punt here. Thompson takes it, kicks, gets a good kickoff this time. It's gonna bounce at about the 17-yard line, and it's gonna roll dead around the 11. Is where Chaney's gonna mark it dead. 37-yard punt on the play by Thompson. Nice punt there by Thompson. Redeemed himself from that one he kicked off the side of his foot earlier in the first half. So nice 37-yard punt here, which is going to put West Branch down inside their own 20-yard line at the 11. Now is the time for Chaney to get a stop here. If they can get a stop here and get this ball back, they should get pretty good field position. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 11. West Branch is lining up. Grady Hurst in the gun, sidecar left. He's going to take it on a quarterback draw. He's going to get about 3 yards up to about the 14-yard line on that carry off the left side. Nice gang tackle in there by Chaney's defensive line. So we go 2nd and 7 from the 14. Hurst in the gun. Clayton Day to his left. Takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Day. Day's going to take it up the middle. He's going to try to cut it back to the left, and he's going to get stacked up at the 14. Chaney's defense coming out strong here in the second half. Holds them for no gain. It's going to be making 3rd down and 7 as we hit 9-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Chaney's defense is gang tackling at the ball, which is what you like to see out of your defense, especially in the first half when they got gashed for a lot of plays up the middle on those handoffs. All right. Hurst is in the gun. He's got 3 wide receivers to the left. One goes in motion, and that pass is going to get tipped at the line. Nice play there. That was Brandon Tutwiler on the tip pass there. Nice play there to hold them. And now it's 4th and 6, and West Branch is going to punt. And we just mentioned that, when West Branch took the ball over at their 11, we said if Chaney could come up with a stop here and get this ball back, they're going to get good field position. So let's see what Chaney does here. See what type of rush we can get on this. If I'm Chaney, I'm setting up for a return here. Nice high punt. He's going to take it at the 50. Thompson goes left, cuts back right, up the middle. He's missed a couple guys. Here he goes. And he's down the sideline, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds at about the 20. They're going to mark him out at the 30. I think we're going to get a penalty here. Yep. Gets knocked out at the 30, but looks like we got a penalty here. I think we're going to get a hold on this. Yep, we're going to get a holding call on the receiving team. So we're going to mark that back 10 yards. So it looks like Chaney's going to start from the 40. So still a pretty good field position. They took that kick at the 50, and he had a nice 20-yard return on that. Of course, with the 10-yard penalty, that's going to set it back another 10 yards to the 40. So Chaney's going to start 1st and 10 from the West Branch 40-yard line, 8:34 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Let's see what Chaney can come out with. If I'm Chaney, I'm thinking right here at the 40-yard line, wide side of the field, do I take a shot? I mean, you've got 2 6'5" wide receivers. Why not? I'd take a shot here if I was Chaney. Maybe fake like a bubble screen and hit the guy deep. Let's see what they do here. Michael takes a snap, throws a screen out to the left, and it's dropped. Todd White with the drop on that pass. I think he saw the open field in front of him and was just kind of in a hurry to get going with that. And, you got to make that catch first before you take off running. So good thought process there by Chaney to pick up a nice chunk play on 1st down. Just, didn't work out for him. See what they come back here on 2nd. Fakes the handoff. Michael goes up the middle. Makes a couple guys miss, and he's going to get tackled down at the 28-yard line. That's another Chaney Cowboys 1st down. Nice pickup on the play. Faked the handoff there to Sidney Davis, and then went up the middle and then cut it to the right and then cut it back left. And nice 12-yard pickup there. Here goes Michael in the gun. Sidecar right is Thompson. He's going to fake it to Thompson. He's going to take it and run right. He's got a wide open field, and he doesn't get hit by a West Branch defender until he's 10 yards downfield. So that's going to be another Chaney Cowboys first down at the 17-yard line. Nice play by Asante Michael there on that run. He saw he had the wide open hole to the right side of the line, and he took it. So he takes it, fakes it left, goes back up the middle, makes a couple guys miss, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards down to the 11. Good read there by Michael. He was able to make a couple plays and turn that into positive yards because he did have a couple guys in the backfield that could have got to him, and he was fortunate enough to make a couple nice plays. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 4 from the 11-yard line. Let's see what Chaney has here. Michael takes a snap, fakes a handoff. No, gives it up the middle, and he's going to be stuffed in the middle. Looks like he's going to lose a yard or two. So we're going to have 3rd down, what looks to be about 5. Yep, they're going to mark him down about the 12-yard line. Yep, so he lost a yard on that play. 3rd and 5 here from the 12, 6:55 and counting in the 3rd quarter. Chaney knocking at the door. If I'm Chaney here, I need a touchdown. Michael takes a snap, fumble, and Michael's able to jump back on top of it. He's going to lose yardage all the way back to the 18 or 19-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 18. So they need to get down to the about the 8-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and 10 here. Let's see what Chaney does. Chaney's in the gun. Sidecar right is Thompson. He's going to drop back. He's going to roll. He's rolling. He's going to try to run and cut it upfield, and he's not going to get anywhere close on that play. 3 yards on the pickup on 4th and 10, and that's going to be a turnover on downs for Chaney. That he ran out to that side and really didn't have anything over there on that play. Needed to be looking for a wide receiver down the field to pick up that 10 yards. A run just there wasn't going to do it, especially with the penetration on the edge there by Gavin Gregory. Kind of pushed him to have to go backwards a couple yards just to get around him. And, of course, by that time, that allowed West Branch defenders to show up and make that play. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 17 for West Branch. And here we go with Grady Hurst in the gun. Sidecar left is his fullback, Gavin Marshall. And he's going to take it and run. And he's going to get tackled down at about the 22 or 23-yard line. Let's see where they spot that. 23-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and 4 from the 23. Hurst takes it, throws it out. We got a couple missed tackles. And Jeremiah Thomas is able to get it back, looks to the line of scrimmage for no gain on that play. So nice play by Chaney to come out there and make sure that they got a couple guys out there that missed a couple tackles, but it was enough to hold them up so that the rest of the Cowboys can come in and corral them and make the tackle. All right, 3rd and 4 here from the 23. West Branch is moving. Hurry up offense. Hurst with Marshall in the backfield, sidecar right. 1 receiver to the bottom, 3 to the top. We've got Thomas, Weissel, and Coffee to the top of the screen. What are we going to get here? We're going to get a timeout, West Branch. That's going to be their first of the second half. Both teams now with 2 timeouts remaining at 4:53 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's West Branch 20, Chaney 6. Chaney's done some good stuff here on defense in the second half. Now they got to come up with another play here on 3rd and 4 so they can hold them and hopefully get this ball back, and they'll still have decent field position. It's definitely been in Chaney's favor here in the second half as far as field position goes. They just haven't been able to punch that ball in the end zone. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if I see Chaney start to maybe open it up a little bit here and start throwing the ball a little bit more. Some of the run plays have been working for them, but they just haven't had enough to get it into the end zone. So I'm thinking maybe they're going to have to start throwing the ball here at the end of the third quarter into the fourth so they can get into the end zone. So defensive line is going to shift for Chaney. They got 2 wide receivers, 1 in motion. That's Thomas in motion. And what are we going to get here? We're going to get a false start on West Branch. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It's going to march them back to the 18-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and 9. 4:53 on the clock here in the third quarter. It's been a fast-moving game here tonight. Both teams playing from the hurry-up, doing like the mush huddle at the line, not really getting into a huddle, so to speak. Getting the play calls in pretty quickly here for both sides, and they've been moving up and down the field. All right, here's West Branch takes it, and he's going to get some pressure up the middle. 44 flushes him out of the pocket. He's going to roll off to the right. Is he going to get enough for the first down? Let's see where they mark him. And they are going to mark him short. They're going to mark him down at the 25-yard line. So he's going to be short on the play. Gain of 7. So it's going to be 4th and 2 from the 25. Let's see what they do here. Do they go for it or do they punt? Looks like they may go for it here. Nope, they're going to punt. Punt team comes out. All right, let's see. We've got here goes Chaney on the return. That's Thompson. Thompson takes it at the 38, and he's going to get run out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. So Chaney with pretty good field position here is going to take over at their own 45 with 4:31 left to go here in the third quarter. Coach Antrim huddling the guys up over there on the sideline. Chaney's in this game, so they can't get down on themselves. They got to come out here and they got to punch West Branch back in the mouth and move this ball down the field. They're still in this game. Plenty of time left. We still got the whole fourth quarter and 4:31 of the third here. So there's plenty of time for them to make some plays and get back in this game. Michael with a sidecar left. Looks to be Todd White to his left there. He's going to pass, and he's going to underthrow that. It's going to be low. The pass is going to sail out of bounds. So it's going to be 2nd down. Pass attempt there to Alex Hill. To the far side of the field by the sideline there is incomplete. 2nd down. And we talked about that, when they got the ball back. What were they going to do? Were they going to throw? They need to throw, but he's got to be accurate with these passes. There we go. Takes a snap. He's going to hand it up the middle, and West Branch is all over that play. Number 57, Gavin Hang with the tackle for loss in the backfield. Nice play by Gavin there. It's going to be a loss of 3 yards on that play. Christian Mahone in the backfield, sidecar left to Michael. Now he's going to move sidecar right. 2 receivers at the top, 2 to the bottom. He drops back to pass. He's looking to throw. He's going to roll out to the left. He's still looking downfield. Can't find anybody open. He's going to take it, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. All right, so they're going to mark it at the 48. It's going to be 4th down and 7. What's Chaney going to do here? If I'm playing a field position game, you still got plenty of time left in this game. I think you punt this away and try to pin them back deep again and keep the field position that you have. And that's what they're going to do here. Allen Hill's going to punt. Snap. Gets the kickoff. And it's going to go out of bounds. Let's see where they're going to mark them. They're going to mark it at the 40. So that's going to be a 12-yard punt on that kick. Looked like he kicked it off the side of his foot and went out of bounds, and they're going to mark it at the 40. So it's going to be a 12-yard punt. Not the field position change I think Chaney was looking for on that play. So West Branch is going to take it over 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 40. 3:33 left to go in the third. West Branch with the ball. Sidecar left. Takes it. He's going to hand it off. He's going to come back right on the handoff. And he's going to get gang tackled by 3 Chaney Cowboys there. Jeremiah Thomas gets tackled on the play by Alex Hill, Jaden Rushton, and looked like Todd White on that. So nice gang tackle by the 3 Chaney Cowboys there. Hold him to a 1-yard gain. All right, here we go. 2nd and 9 from the 41, 2:50 and counting. Hurst takes the snap. He's going to run a quarterback draw up the middle. He's going to make a guy miss. He gets pulled down at around the 45, Chaney 45-yard line by Alex Hill on the play.
Alex Hill on the stop. But not before West Branch first down.
West Branch 1st and 10 at the 45. And looks like we're going to get a false start. We are. False start on West Branch. That's going to march it back 5 yards to the midfield. So it's going to be 1st and 15 for West Branch. 2:21 on the clock here, third quarter. And the clock winds, 2:20 and counting. Time is going to start to become a factor here, especially if Chaney can't get a stop here. Hurst takes it. He's going to throw to his big tight end, number 84, and he can't come down with it. But now we're going to get a pass interference call. '84 slow to get up. Hopefully he's all right. Gavin Gregory, the big D1 recruit that's going to Toledo next year. He's down. Looks like it's just a cramp. They're stretching him out on the play there. But they are going to call pass interference on Chaney, so that's going to be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. So West Branch moves to the Chaney 35-yard line. We still have an injured West Branch player, Gavin Gregory, down on the field there, the receiver who the pass was intended for. So we're going to get an injury timeout here, and they're going to check him out on the field. He looks like they're stretching him out, maybe some leg cramps. So hopefully he's okay. Yeah. West Branch. And he's going to get up off the field. Looks like he's just got a cramp going on there in the leg somewhere, maybe a calf or hamstring, something like that. So they'll stretch him out down there and make sure he's all right before they let him back in the game. But that pass interference play, that call he got down there on the sideline, that's going to turn into a first down for West Branch. West Branch got 1st and 10 here from the Chaney 35. And he's going to hand it off up the middle. And that's going to be Clayton Day with another big run up the middle for a gain of 8. It's going to be 2nd and 2 from the 20. Nope, they're going to give him 9. So make it 2nd and 1 from the 26. Hurst in the backfield. He's going to run a quarterback draw right up the middle, and he's going to follow Clayton Day up there. Clayton Day had that lead block for him. And that's enough for a West Branch first down.
Hurst takes the QB keeper for a first down. West Branch.
And they're going to mark it at the 20. First and 10 at the Chaney 20. They're going to run 3 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen, 2 to the top. No sidecar, empty set. Now they're going to motion the receiver back into the backfield, sidecar left to the quarterback. Hurst is going to take it, and he's going to hand it off up the middle, and Chaney is there to stop him for a loss. Nice play by Chaney's defense there. Looked like we had Jaden Rushton and Deshaun Matlock on that tackle there. Jaden's made some plays there on the defensive line this morning. Shout out to Jaden. Another one of the Chauvin broadcasting students. All right, let's see what Chaney does here. Second and long. West Branch has the ball. Let's see if the defense can make a play. Man in motion to the left. Quarterback's it's gonna run left. And he's gonna run right up the middle, right through everybody, and score. Wow, Jeremiah Thomas out of the Wildcat. Quarterback came in motion. Up.
Touchdown is no good.
But
There's a holding on West Branch.
That's going to come back, though. Hold on, West Branch. So now we're going to march it back another 10 yards. So West Branch will be at the 31. It'll be second and 21 to go from the 31-yard line. See what West Branch does here. Clayton Day checking back into the game.
Brings it to second.
Landon Coffey checking out.
With 8 seconds left in the third quarter.
Gavin Gregory, number 84, is back into the game after that injury, that cramp he had over on the sideline on that pass interference call. He's back in. All right, West Branch with the ball. Sends a tight end in motion. Run him on a wheel up the sideline. They're going to throw. They got a guy wide open in the flat. And that is Grady Close on the catch. He's going to limp off. And Todd White on the tackle on that play to hold him to a short gain. So it's a gain of about 6 yards on the play. So now it's going to be third down and 15. So that's the end of our third quarter. Score, West Branch 20, Chaney 6. It's going to be third down and I believe it's going to be third and 14 or 15. Third and 14 from the 25-yard line when we come back. Excuse me, 35-yard line. So let's see what Chaney can do here in the fourth quarter, down by 14. West Branch is driving, so they need to make a stop here. If they can hold them to a field goal attempt, we've seen West Branch struggle with their longer field goal attempts here in the first half. So if they can hold them to a field goal attempt here, they got a good shot that hopefully they miss it, and then they can move the ball back down the field and get within the one score. All right, so here we go. We are ready to start this fourth quarter. It is third. Yeah, they've got the, looks like the referees, they don't know where they're marking the ball here. Yeah, the chains are not marked right again. Yeah, there we go. I think we're getting it fixed now. There we go. All right. I was hoping we weren't going to have another replay of last week. We've had a lot of issues with officials spotting footballs, and I know that it's not the same crew, so I don't know what's going on with the ball spot here. But all right, here we go. Starting the fourth quarter, West Branch with the ball, 3rd and 14. They're going to pass over the middle, the big tight end. He's going to dig it out of the ground, and he's going to break 2 tackles, and he's going to go down at about the 3-yard line. That's Gavin Gregory. That's the Division I recruit for Toledo, coming up big for West Branch on that play. Big first down catch. Gain of 22 on the play. It's not good for Chaney. Looked like they had him hemmed up. It looked like that might have been an incomplete pass, but he was able to pull it up off the ground, that low pass, and make a couple guys miss and pick up that first down. West Branch in the Wildcat. Thomas takes it, and he's going to get stacked up. He's going to get down to maybe the 1. Yep, they're going to mark him down at the 1, so he gets 2 on the play before Chaney stacks him up in the middle. 11 minutes and counting. You know, Chaney hasn't looked like they did last week. They came out this week, they kind of flat, no emotion from the sideline. You think they'd have a little bit more energy. I mean, granted, they came off a heartbreaking loss last week, but they were right there. That game was theirs to win, so no reason for them to hang their head from last week. But this week, they just kind of look like they're flat. Back in the Wildcat, he's going to take it again. He's going to go off left side, and he's going to walk right into the end zone. And we've got a player down on the field. It doesn't look good. He's holding his leg. His teammates over there trying to help him out. Hopefully it's just a cramp. Coach Anstrom coming out to check on his guy. Looking like a leg cramp. Hopefully that's all it is. You'd hate to see somebody get injured this late in the game. Hard to tell who that is. I can't really pick up a number there yet. See when he gets up. Yep. That's Todd White down there. Looks like he's okay.
All right, let's give it up for this young man. Get better, young man.
Looks like it's just a muscle cramp. He's walking it off. I get him on the sideline and stretch him out. But with that touchdown, West Branch takes a 26-6 lead here, pending the extra point. Gavin Clemens in to kick. Missed a field goal in the first half. And he missed an extra point. Snap is down. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So with that extra point, score becomes West Branch 27, Chaney 6.
And with that kick, he officially has more kicks than the Cleveland Browns.
All right, Chaney down 3 scores here with 10:30 to go. It's definitely going to be an uphill battle to get back in this game. They're going to have to probably turn to all-out passing if they want to get back into this game, to be honest. You just can't be running handoffs and things like that when you're down 21 points with this amount of time left to go in the game. You got to be throwing the ball. West Branch, you got to give it to them. They've come out here today. They've ran their game plan of what they wanted to do. A lot of misdirection on the handoffs, some short passing plays. They run their receivers deep, and then they hit those guys that are in the zone in the middle, and have done an excellent job of doing that today, which is why they're ahead 27-6 at this point here in the fourth quarter. So they're going to kick it off right now, West Branch to Chaney. We've got 3 returners deep. Let's see how deep he kicks this. And he's going to try to kick this one deep, and he does. And it's going to go out into the end zone, so Chaney's going to start from their own 20-yard line. It's a fast-moving game here tonight. All right, Chaney back out at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, 10:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. 2 timeouts left for each team. Chaney comes out with 3 wide receivers to the bottom side of the field, 2 to the top. They're going to drop back. They're going to throw. He's going to roll to the left. He's going to throw. He's got Alex Hill over the middle. And he's going to pick up about 16 yards on the play. He'll take it out to the they're going to mark him down at the 36-yard line. 16-yard pickup on first down.
Michael's pass intended for Alex Hill for a Cowboy first down.
You know, if I'm honest, this is kind of what I looked for them to do in the first half. And he's going to take off running, and he's going to run out of bounds at the 41-yard line. He's going to pick up about 5 on the play.
Michael runs for 5 yards.
So Michael rolls out to the right. Didn't see anybody downfield, so he took the quick 5 yards, got out of bounds, stopped the clock with 9:55 to go here in the fourth quarter. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 from the 41. Need to get to the 46 for a first down. Got 3 wide receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. Takes the snap. He's looking. He's got a wide receiver open in the middle, downfield. Oh! And it's intercepted on the play. That's West Branch. Grady Hurst, the quarterback, who also plays defensive back with the interception on the play. Had the wide receiver open. And White's hurt again. Todd White's hurt again. He's got his guy helping him off the field. So there's a turnover on the play. Michael's intercepted down at the 29-yard line. Or excuse me, the 26-yard line. Had his guy open, and the defender came back, made a recovery on the play, and just undercut in front of the wide receiver and took the pass away from him. If you're the receiver on that play, you gotta kind of slow down and come back to that and make that defender run into you so you at least get the pass interference call. They're going to hand it off, West Branch, to the left here, and they're not going to gain anything on first down. Chaney there to gang tackle. Jaden Rushton and Deshaun Matlock on the play. What are we doing here? All right. I don't know if we were waiting for a substitution or what. Here we go. Hurst in the gun, sidecar right, 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Fullback goes in motion. Throws it out to the flats to the fullback. He makes a couple guys miss, and he gets knocked down. He gets knocked down by Kentrell Lenore at the 35-yard line. So he's going to be a yard short.
Kentrell Lenore brings down Gavin Marshall with the pass.
Nice play by Lenore to tackle Marshall there in the open field after he made a couple guys miss on that screen pass. West Branch in the Wildcat. And he's going to take the snap, and he's going to run left. And that's going to be enough to get a first down. Jeremiah Thomas runs off the left side, picks up about 2 yards on the play. It's enough for a West Branch first down. And West Branch right now just trying to milk this clock for everything they can. 8 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, up 27-6. I think they're just trying to run this ball out and get home at this point. And he's going to hand it up the middle. And that's Clayton Day. And he's going to get tackled by Allen Hill Jr. after a gain of about 5 to the 40. They're going to mark him at the 42-yard line. So give him a 5-yard gain on first down. Let's see what they do here. Do they put Hurst back at quarterback, or do they keep running the Wildcat with Clayton Day? They've had some success with that, so we'll see what happens. Nope. Hurst is back as quarterback. Day's to his sidecar right. They're going to send tight end in motion, and they're just going to quarterback draw up the middle, and he's going to pick up the first down. 6 yards on the play by Grady Hurst. right, let's see what West Branch does. I'm assuming they're just going to run the ball here. I don't think they're going to pass. They may show a pass formation, but I think they're going to run. Gavin Marshall, sidecar left to Hurst. Hurst is going to take it. He's going to hand it up. Marshall's going to make 2 men miss, and he's going to drag another guy before he's tackled down by Jaden Mack. But not until he picks up about 7 yards on that play. So it's going to be 2nd and 3 from the Chaney 43-yard line. And right now, they're just West Branch is just ground and pound on this Chaney defense. You know, if you're Chaney here, yeah, you're not going to win this game, but at this point, you need to kind of stand up for your teammates and stand up for yourself and you know, keep them out of the end zone here and get some type of victory that you can take with you moving forward. Because it would be just devastating, I think, to let this team just go down the field and score before this clock runs out. So defense needs to step up here. And so they throw a screen pass out into the flat, and that's going to be Gavin Marshall again, tackled on the play by Christian Mahone and Deshaun Matlock, but not until he gets another West Branch first down at the 36-yard line.
Day-Day Farrell tackles Gavin Marshall, but not before West Branch first down.
All right, let's see what West Branch brings in here. 2 wide receivers to the top, fullback, Marshall sidecar right of the quarterback. They're going to send him in motion, and the quarterback's going to take the draw up the middle, and he's going to get thrown down at the 29-yard line by Alex Hill.
Alex Hill with the solo tackle.
6-yard pickup on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Marshall stays in the game as the sidecar. Nope. They are going to go Wildcat. They're going to go Wildcat with Jeremiah Thomas in the backfield lined up as quarterback, with Marshall in the back as the back behind him. And is he going to go under center? Nope. He's going to go from the pistol. Pistol sidecar left, 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Marshall's going to sidecar right now. And we're going to get a false start there. One of the linemen. Oh, they're calling off sides. I saw a lineman jump there. Wow. Maybe I should have my glasses checked. So that 5 yards is going to give West Branch another first down at the 24-yard line. Let's see if they stay with that same formation. Looks like they are. They're going to keep Jeremiah Thomas in as quarterback. Sidecar right is Gavin Marshall. Making some adjustments at the line. He's going to sidecar left Marshall now. And he takes a snap, fakes it to Marshall. He's going to run it right up the middle. Makes one guy miss, and he gets tackled down at the at the 19-yard line by Alex Hill again. Sean Matlock's checking out. I think that was White that checked in for him. Nope, I take that back. That was Kentrell Lenore that checked in for him. So Matlock out, Lenore in. Still in the Wildcat. Thomas. Big tight end goes in motion, comes to the left side of the formation, takes the snap. He's just going to run it left, and he's going to dive ahead for a couple yards down to about the 15-yard line. So it's going to be maybe 2nd and 1 here. Yep, looks like 3rd and 1, excuse me. 3rd and 1 from the 15-yard line. 2:50 and counting here to go in the 4th quarter. A couple substitutions in and out for Chaney. Bringing in some fresh younger guys. Let's see, number 32 checked in for Chaney. Jaden Mack came back in the game down the defensive line. And the quarterback's going to hand it. And that's going to be Jeremiah Thomas again on the handoff. And he's going to get the first down to the 11-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 West Branch from the Chaney 11 with 2:19 and counting here. Man, if I'm Chaney, I'm trying to hold him out of this end zone before this clock runs out. right, so here we go from the 11-yard line. They can still get another first down at the 1. But I think if you're West Branch at this point, you're not really even worried about first downs. You're worried about just running this clock off. So he drops back, looks to pass. He's going to get hammered down by 3 Chaney defenders down there. Let's see who we got. We've got Sidney Davis, Jeremiah Payne, and Marcus Cobb was down there, along with Christian Mahone. Nice gang tackle on that play. Loss of a yard, so it's going to be second and 11 from the 12. And we got a timeout here with Chaney with 1:37 left to go on the clock. I think if I'm Coach Antrim, I'm over there. I'm telling them, let's keep these guys out of the end zone. Let's keep them out of the end zone because, like I said, they're not going to win this game here today. But this is at least a small piece that you can take with you in the positive. Because you got to look for the positive in this game. There were some positives in this game, not many, but there were some. And some good teaching moments for these young student athletes. So, football is about a game of inches and a game of, decisions that you make within the game. And Chaney just, they weren't able to make the plays that they needed to make today. And West Branch was able to, and that's why West Branch is up by 3 scores here. All right, so it's second and 11 from the 12. Sidecars Williams. Going to hand it off to the fullback. He's going to go up the middle, and they're going to drop him down. Looks to be about the 6-yard line. So we're going to give him a gain of 6 on the play. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5. They can get a first down at the 1. Minute and 20 and counting here. If I'm, West Branch, doesn't even look like West Branch is really trying to even score here. They're just trying to run this time off the clock. And that's good sportsmanship that you like to see from the other team. When they know they've got the win, they have the chance to run the score up and they don't. That's good sportsmanship. We like to see that with these young student athletes. And especially we like to see the coaches, coming out with that good sportsmanship. But that's not to say they won't score here within this last minute. So you're going to hand it up off the middle to Marshall. He makes a guy miss. And then Chaney's going to gang tackle him there. And he's going to be down at about the 7-yard line. Looks like he's going to lose about 1. So it's going to be 4th and 6 at the 7. If I'm West Branch, I'm taking this as long as I can without running a play and then just maybe calling a timeout. I think they're just going to let it run out here. And that's the right thing to do. So our final here tonight is going to be West Branch 27, Chaney 6. So big shout out to Chauvin Broadcasting and the Chauvin Broadcasting crew. We want to thank all of you that tuned in to watch us tonight. You can see the players shaking hands there. Shout out to Desire, Drake, Aiden, and Brashawn. Directed, of course, by Mr. Thomas Gregory, and commentary by myself, Mr. James Naples. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Youngstown City School District football. West Branch and Chaney. West Branch the winner, 27-6 from Rain Stadium. For Jim Naples and Chauvin Broadcasting, good night, everybody.